Brian here. So I've got my new DL650A Suzuki VStrom and I'm wanting to get it decked out for a bit of touring. So the fella I bought it off had already done some of the work, but what I want to do is install some luggage. So I've got my new GIVI Pannier racks that I'm going to have a go at installing today. So first things first, just want to make sure I've got everything I need. That'll be the actual side pannier racks, and I also got a mount for a top box as well. So that'll give me everything I need to put some luggage on the bike. First things first, I've just pulled everything out to make sure I've got all the parts that I need. I should probably point out as well, I'm not a particularly technical sort of guy, I'm not a mechanic, anything like that, so just going from the instructions just to see how an everyday person can go putting something like this together. So I've got the two actual pannier frames and a rear support rack, as well as a few nuts and bolts that hold it all in place. Had a quick read through the instructions, and what it looks like is it might actually use some of the existing nuts and bolts that are already fitted to the bike. So we'll start putting a few things together and see how we go. So I've just removed the bolts from the rear rack using a 10mm socket. So it looks like we're going to use these existing bolts as some of the fixing points for the new pannier racks. And what I'm hoping is it doesn't come back to bite me when I need to put the top box rack on, that I'll need to pull it all apart again. But we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've put the racks on. They've got a fixing point down here near the pillion foot peg, and using 4 existing points where the rear rack is. It's also got a rear support bar that holds everything in place. So I've just been careful not to have anything resting on the exhaust, and I'm going to have to try and make sure I don't scratch the paintwork up too much. What I did is I put 2 of the bolts in just to sort of hold it in place while I got it all sort of fitted and in shape, and now I'm going to actually sort of take that out and refit the rear rack, and hopefully all the holes line up and it's nice and secure. So I've secured everything just pretty much finger tight here. The lower points here fixed to behind the pillion foot peg. Up here you've got the points from the existing bolts on the rack. Same down the other side, and you've got the rear support bar just in here. So I'm going to tighten everything up, and hopefully when I go to put on the
top box rack, I don't have to pull it all apart again. So let's see how we go.
Okay, so I've grabbed out all the parts for the top box rack. As you can see, there's a few more bits and pieces to this one. Had a quick read through the instructions as well, and fortunately it looks like I don't have to pull too much apart from the pannier rack. It's just 2 bolts, so that'll make things a little bit easier. But we'll put this together and we'll be all set up to put some luggage on the bike.
Okay, so first up here I've fitted the support plate over the top of the existing bolts. There's always one bolt that doesn't quite line up, but we got that one in. So four bolts to hold the support plate in place, and that all now ties in with the pannier racks as well. So this arm here matches up with the top bolt there. So the next thing we'll be putting on is the actual plate for the top box to clip into. Okay, so I've just fitted the actual plate here, and there's 4 bolts that go through this grate here. These ones are easy enough. These ones were quite, these 2 here were quite fiddly to get in underneath and put the nut on, but no, they're all in place. It's all nice and secure, and so now there's just the cover plate to go on the top now. Alright, so there it is, the finished product. So you've got the GIVI pannier racks here for side luggage, and the GIVI top box rack. So I've just gone around, made sure my bolts are secure, everything sort of fits in place, it's not sort of obstructing the exhaust, anything like that. So it's all ready to go to have some luggage.
Okay, so there it is, all finished. Got the pannier racks and the top box rack all fitted up. Probably took around about an hour, maybe a little bit more. Didn't need a whole lot of specific tools, and yeah, it wasn't too hard to put together. So it looks like just about anyone could do it with a few basic tools and a little bit of time. But yeah, I'll get some luggage on that, and we'll keep getting ready to do some touring.